So I thought I would discuss a little bit about the choices behind this piece called Dawn and the motivation behind it, which was to start doing more images a little bit more quicker using line work as opposed to rendering and painting, because those typically take a lot longer for me. So starting out, of course, I started with the drawing, and these are crushed belladonnas, which I kind of like the mythology behind as well as the visuals behind them. Then I put in some flat warm colors for the figure and the belladonna, knowing that I wanted something circular here and that I would put that in the background behind the flats and the line color. So here, kind of working out the composition, figuring out where I wanted that circular element, and also kind of putting some color behind. Okay, and then there, kind of using these texture brushes that I recently got to put some kind of mezzo tint or sprayed texture. And I'm going to have to figure out how to have the textured background but not have it compete with the plants or the figure. And those are gonna be a part of the decision making that I make later on with overlay layers and value. Okay, so here, just to make the green pop out more and maybe make the figure pop out less, I went ahead and went with a more kind of purpley background. There. And obviously this sun / eclipse gets a lot more intense color. Okay. Again, kind of using value to sort of bring the attention away from certain things and create a stronger kind of focal point. And here, kind of again pushing the focus a little bit more towards the eclipse and the sun, also adding those wonderful gradients to add just visual flow. Okay, and then I decided I wanted to push the purple pink a little bit more there, and also kind of darken around the edges a little bit more. And then lastly, kind of the contrast in the shine and the saturation down here just felt a little bit too much for me. I wanted to soften that a little bit, so you can kind of see that here I've went ahead with another layer and sort of kind of pushed back the contrast down there. And then I added these sort of pops and speckles here, and then of course the draining light from the eclipse hitting the figure to again reinforce that focal path there. So there you go. That's sort of the mindset behind my choices, and just really having a fun time kind of experimenting with line work and being a little forgiving with myself, because lines are not my strong point, but I want them to be, just because it's a more efficient way to kind of blow through ideas and think about like composition without having to paint everything up. Thank you so much.